for 24 hours, and I couldn't say no.
Okay, so first I'm gonna need you to do the dishes because I haven't done them. And I don't know if these are clean or not, so you might have to clean those as well. If you could take the garbage out, that would also be great. I got groceries delivered today, so if you could put those away as well, that would be awesome. And then I have a toddler, so like, enough said. Could you just like pick everything up, please? Okay, thanks!
If white men disappear from the planet for 24 hours, what would you do?
Well, I guess personally what I would do is...
You have 24 hours starting now.
If you had 24 hours with me and I couldn't say no, what would we do?
Hey, great. Thanks for asking. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm on my way to pick you up. We're going to get everything signed, and we're going to head over to MEPS. Cool. See you in a minute. All right, so when we get in here, remember, yes, this is what you wanted to do, and yes, you are ready to join the Pennsylvania Army National Guard. Lego.
If you had 24 hours with me and I couldn't say no.
You know what I'm going to do? First, I'm going to get you all dressed up, and then I'm going to blindfold you. Can't see anything, don't know where you are. And then I'm going to take you into a room, completely disoriented. And then I'm going to put a paper donkey tail in your hand because I'm recreating all of the childhood birthdays that I couldn't have because my parents were in a socioeconomic state that you couldn't really expect them to do big birthday parties every single year for all 5 of their kids. So we all just kind of got one, and then we just had to have like small little family get-togethers for the others. And then we're going to have a blast because now I'm in a place where I can have the money and the time and the energy that I can do this for myself. And you and me are going to play pin the donkey, and we're going to recreate our childhood.
If you had 24 hours with me and I couldn't say no, what would we do? If you had 24 hours with me and I couldn't say no, what would we do?
I'd put you in a wheelbarrow, roll you through the roughest streets of New York, and ask you to sing, "Ah!" anytime there was someone who was going to murder us. Isn't that romantic?
If you had 24 hours with me and I couldn't say no.
Man, why do people keep commenting weird sex stuff on this? Like, you're logging into my Minecraft server and mining stone for me all day. Like, I'm putting you to work.
If you could have me for 24 hours, and I couldn't say no.
Sir, I don't think you realize how dangerous of a position you have put yourself in, because you can't say no. I've got home repairs that need to be done. I've got some blinds that need to go up. I've got other things that need to be done. I want my dryer hung on the wall because it can be mounted on the wall, and I haven't done that yet. There are so many things around this house that I want done, and you can't say no. So thank you, sir. I am really excited about this.
If you had 24 hours with me and I couldn't say no, what would we do?
Well, my car needs to be washed. My dog needs a bath. The dishes need to be done.
If you had 24 hours with me and I couldn't say no, what would we do?
Hey, that's a great question. I'd probably start you on a curriculum of classic American literature, from the Federalist Papers to the U.S. Constitution to Common Sense by Thomas Paine, and maybe lastly 1984 by George Orwell, so we could see the comparisons of today's overreaching government to a popular fan fiction book. After that, we'd probably use your social media influence to get into the minds of our younger generations and stop this liberal mindset from plaguing them and causing them to hate our country.
If you had 24 hours with me and I couldn't say no, what would we do?
Well, first of all, I'd see what kind of string that is there holding that outfit together, and I'd use it as fishing line. Maybe I'll even use that thing as a net to catch the fish.
If you had 24 hours with me and I couldn't say no, what would we do?
Yo, go, my karma kill like a vase, man, yes. Oh, and just come look on the inside, man, yo, if you can sort me out with a nice sweep interior, all the bisakite, and just look here. I don't know if you'll help out the engines, but come look here for me quickly, man. Check. I need a service. Can you sort me out of that? And also clean the engine leakages, man. Thanks, man. Ons praat nou.
If you had 24 hours with me and I couldn't say no, what would we do?
We could do anything your little heart desires, brother!
If you had 24 hours with me and I couldn't say no, what would we do?
All right, fam. So I'm going to need you to clean my laundry, I got a bed that needs to be made. My floor, if you could take care of that too, that'd be great. My freaking my trash right there, if you can trash that out, that'd be perfect. My freaking dishes, go ahead and take care of the dishes. Let's see what else. You know that honestly, that.
If you had 24 hours with me and I couldn't say no, what would we do?
Thanks for coming in. We're short-staffed as ER's on saturation level 3. We got seawall patients trying to jump out the bed. You're gonna need to put a shirt on though. You can get some scrubs in the OR.
If you had 24 hours with me and I couldn't say no, what would we do?
Well, it's kind of obvious. Let's all wrestle.
If you had 24 hours with me and I couldn't say no.
El poder de Cristo te obliga. El poder de Cristo te obliga. El poder de Cristo.
If you had 24 hours with me and I couldn't say no, what would we do?
The longest 24 hours of my life, man. I'm an introvert, goddamn.
If you had 24 hours with me and I couldn't say no, what would we do?
Baby steps, okay? Baby steps.
If you had 24 hours with me.
Ah! The power of Christ compels you! The power of Christ compels you! Power of Christ!
If you had 24 hours with me and I couldn't say no, what would we do?
So if you can just grab here and lift while I take this tire off, that would be so